There are three insidious phrases narcissists weaponize, not just to control you, but to bind you to them forever, slowly erasing your sense of self and severing your ties to reality. These aren't just careless words, they are meticulously deployed psychological traps designed to dismantle your perception, erode your boundaries, and ultimately make you question your own sanity until you believe the narcissist is your only compass in a world they've made bewildering. The first, a classic maneuver of emotional invalidation, is "you're too sensitive." Imagine you've just expressed a genuine hurt, a boundary crossed, or a feeling ignored. Instead of empathy, you're met with this dismissive declaration. It's a subtle knife twist that tells you your feelings are not valid. They're an overreaction, a flaw within you. Sarah, a friend of mine, once confided how after every argument, her partner would tell her she was overthinking, overreacting, or simply too emotional. She began to internalize it, apologizing for her tears, silencing her concerns, convinced that something was inherently wrong with her emotional responses. This phrase gaslights you into believing your internal compass is broken, forcing you to look to the narcissist for the correct interpretation of reality. You become an unreliable narrator of your own life, trapped in a constant state of self-doubt. Then there's the chilling declaration, "No one will ever love you like I do." This isn't a promise of devotion, it's a threat veiled as affection. It's designed to sever your connection to the outside world, to paint the narcissist as your sole source of affection, protection, or even survival. Mark, after a particularly harsh breakup with a manipulative partner, confessed to believing this wholeheartedly for months. He saw himself as flawed, broken, and convinced that only his ex understood his unique damage. This phrase preys on our deepest fears of abandonment and inadequacy, constructing an invisible wall around you, making every other relationship seem superficial or conditionally loving. It aims to isolate you, ensuring that even if you consider leaving, the fear of finding something worse or nothing at all paralyzes you, keeping you tethered to their chaotic orbit. Finally, the most insidious of all, the sweeping, globalizing accusations of "you always" or "you never." These aren't about specific incidents, they're character assassinations. You always make everything about yourself. You never listen to anything I say. These phrases are weaponized absolutes that attack your core identity, slowly convincing you that you are fundamentally flawed, incapable, or unworthy. Think of Emily, who constantly heard she always messed things up or never got it right. Over time, she stopped trying new things, became hesitant, second-guessing every decision, believing she was truly incompetent. These statements erode your self-esteem, painting you as a perpetual failure, which then justifies the narcissist's need to control and fix you. They reduce your entire being to a series of perceived shortcomings, making you believe their control is a necessary evil, keeping you in a state of learned helplessness. These aren't isolated tactics, they're pieces of a meticulously constructed psychological cage. Each phrase on its own chips away at your sense of self. Together, they create a suffocating echo chamber where the narcissist's warped perspective becomes your only reality. You start to doubt your memories, your feelings, your worth, even your fundamental ability to discern truth from manipulation. The world outside shrinks, and the narcissist becomes the sun around which your entire universe revolves, convinced that any path away from them leads to utter devastation. But how do you even recognize the bars of this prison when they are woven from whispers of love and concern, from promises of a unique connection, from criticisms that feel like your own deepest fears confirmed? Breaking free begins with recognizing these patterns, not as accidental slips, but as deliberate tools of control. It demands an unwavering commitment to trust your own gut feeling, that persistent whisper that tells you something is deeply wrong. Reclaim your emotional reality. Your feelings are valid. Your experiences are real. Start seeking external validation from trusted friends, family, or professionals who can reflect your truth back to you, untainted by manipulation. This isn't about running, it's about reclaiming. These three phrases are not just words, they are anchors designed to chain you to a toxic dynamic forever. But once you identify them, once you see their true intent, their power begins to crumble. Your awareness is the first step towards dissolving those chains and stepping back into a reality where your worth is inherent, your feelings are respected, and your autonomy is fiercely protected.